Fritz.
The Bears are who we thought they were.
The Bears. The Bears.
I am the great Cornholio.
We'll see what happens.
Playoffs?
See, Sean McDonough, Jay Billis. Goats!
Can you play a song? Something cool.
Put my mic on.
I'm calling both games.
Oh, baby.
Are you serious?
Goes down the field for Smith.
Oh, he got it!
See how we're getting ready for Cincinnati.
How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Mike's Madness YouTube channel. We are wrapping up this, wrapping up the NCAA tournament simulation, which means that, yes, this is the championship game. I'll get to, well, yeah, I'm going to get to it now. I've started this other thing on my Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, all the social media stuff. What I've done is, look, I'm a sports guy, if you can't tell, right? I have a sports talk YouTube channel. I have a sports show with the university radio station that I would have been having every Sunday if it weren't for this virus. There are no sports right now. I am fiending for some sports content. So what I did is I made my own. And what I did was I'm having a throwback uniform bracket for, well, right now I'm doing it for the NFL. I'm planning on doing it for the NBA after the NFL one, and then the MLB, and then hockey as well. I'm about halfway through the first round. Well, no, I'm about a quarter way through the first round, and it's going pretty well, which is great. If you want to get involved, you can follow the social media. Just click the little drop down arrow in the description, and you can go follow those various social media platforms that I have. And yeah, I will have like polls on there and stuff, and then you can follow that, you can vote for them and all that good stuff. So again, it's like throwback uniforms. You vote which one you like better, and then yeah, so it's basically just like any Twitter poll type deal. And again, it's just something to do, again, something to do, as we don't have much to do. So again, I'm a sports guy. I love sports. I like to talk about sports. We got one big thing coming up, which is the NFL draft, which will be quite interesting, no doubt. But that's not coming until like next week, I don't believe. So until then, we've got a lot to we got a lot of time to fill in before anything remotely exciting happens. And yeah, so I just, again, creating something for us to do, so if you want to get involved with that, the voting, you can follow any of the social media platforms that are in the description below. And yeah, you can participate when the polls come out and all that good stuff. So again, check out the description below for all that good stuff. That'll be great. And other than that, let's get started with the pre-game festivity type deal thing. So if you haven't watched the past couple of videos, you may not know who is in this one. And I believe I believe I only got one view on the last video, which is fine. I don't really care. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, it's not the end of the world if I don't get, an amount of views. So, whatever. It's again, just something that I'm doing, and if people watch it or not, then it's whatever. I'm just gonna keep doing it, and hopefully, some people will watch it at some time or what, I don't know. But the national championship is between two Big Ten schools, Michigan and Maryland. And again, if you haven't watched the past couple of videos, and you know that I'm a Maryland fan, you may be thinking, all right, this is garbage because you just did that to, get your favorite team in there and all that good stuff. No, I have not. And it was a simulation that I ran, and all I did was, I run the simulation 3 times and take the average score. That's all I do. So, I'm sorry if you want to believe that I did it on purpose or somehow like that. I mean, it's a computer simulation run by a website. I don't know what to tell you. I don't, have any control over that. And, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But getting to the, oh man, I forgot to add some animations in here, but that's fine. The road to the final for Michigan was a round 1 win over East Tennessee State, 79-63. Then they beat Oregon in the round of 32, 75-68. Then in the Sweet 16, they beat 8th-seeded Colorado, 79-65. In the Elite Eight, they pulled off a 3-point victory over LSU, 77-74. And then in the Final Four on Saturday, they beat 10th-seeded Cincinnati, 80-73. So that's how the Michigan Wolverines got to the championship game. Let's see how Maryland got to the championship game. In the first round, they beat Nicholls State 81-51. Then in the second round, they beat Virginia 68-59. Then in the Sweet 16, they beat Florida State, the second-seeded Seminoles, 70-63. Then in the Elite Eight, they beat the 5th-seeded Auburn Tigers, 78-54. And then on Saturday, they beat Butler by a score of 67-66. So a 1-point victory for the Terps last Saturday against Butler. And now they're moving on to play Michigan in the championship game. So the uniforms for these two teams, both teams going with some throwback uniforms. Michigan going with the, I believe they had come out with these last year. But those are pretty cool. I do like those. And then Maryland going with some throwback uniforms as well, which are quite nice, I must add. So, again, if you guys want to vote for your favorite uniform or whatever out of the tournament, go ahead and put that in the comments section below. Again, any comments are welcome. A like on this video would be great as well, but we'll get to that at the end. Starting lineups for these two teams. I believe both teams are rolling with the same lineups they have gone for most of the tournament. I believe Maryland went with a different lineup in the first round, but they had gone with this lineup for most of the games, as well as Michigan going with the same lineup as well. So yeah, there are the starting lineups for these two teams. And now we get to the the final score. And the final score of this game between Michigan and Maryland, the national championship, the final score was 77-66 Maryland. And again, I did not, fudge the numbers or anything. I simply run the simulation 3 times, take the average score. And, it's really unfortunate that, this comes out in the simulation, and I get it. It's only a computer simulation. That doesn't mean that it would have happened in real life. But it's really unfortunate to see, this happen in a computer simulation. I think that just for a moment to think that, hey, this could have actually happened in real life. It's really unfortunate that it won't play out, that we won't be able to see it. And, it's just really unfortunate. And the West Virginia head coach, Bob Huggins, he had an interesting idea. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of West Virginia or Bob Huggins. All right. But putting that aside, I got to say he had a pretty decent idea. He said in the fall, in September or October, have the tournament then. And look, I understand that you might be thinking, well, how in the world could that even work? Well, he said, look, obviously the NCAA would have to allow it, and they would have to find TV deals between CBS, TNT, and all that good stuff. And who knows? Maybe they could put it on ESPN. I don't know, but there's a way that it could work. Hey, you bring back guy, and it won't affect the 2021 regular season because it'll be before then. You get it's almost like a preseason deal for the guys that have eligibility for the next year, but for the guys who declared for the draft and for the guys that graduated, have them come back for the 3 weeks of the tournament, whatever, how many ever weeks it is. I mean, seriously, 3 weeks is not that big of a deal. Okay, we're going into week 5 of a nationwide lockdown, basically. I mean, look, what's 3 weeks to players that got their dreams crushed, right? I mean, seriously. I'm being serious because think about it. You get July and August, right? Maybe have them come back in those months for practices, and look, you have them play the tournament. Like, I don't think that's a bad idea. And here's the thing, I understand that that's never happened before, but we've also never had the circumstances from this virus happen before, right? Unprecedented times call for unprecedented measures, I think. So, look, I understand that the NCAA, the NCAA won't even give winter athletes one more year of eligibility. There's no way the NCAA will allow the tournament to happen in September or October. I understand that that's not going to happen, but it was a good idea from Bob Huggins. I think that was a really, it was a good idea. It wasn't just like he threw together like, oh, we can play it then, and then you ask him, okay, how are you going to do that? Oh, I don't know. We could just play it then. He thought it out, and he had all these different things for it, So he really thought about this, I think, a lot. And again, I think it's a good idea, but it won't happen because the NCAA is too smart to do that. So again, the NCAA messes almost everything up. Again, I get that it won't happen. I'm not saying it will, but I think it was a good idea, and I just thought that it was worth mentioning it if you haven't heard about that. So, other than that, that brings us to the end of our video. I thank you for watching or listening or however you consumed this content. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up. That would be great. Subscribe for weekly videos. The next week's video, I'll probably have a video on Friday about the NFL draft, and then I'll probably have a video on the Monday after for the other rounds of the draft. So that's something to look forward to. Again, subscribe for weekly content. Leave a comment below with anything regarding to whatever you want to comment about it. That's always welcome. And other than that, I'll be back in the next video. I'm out.